What's up, guys? I'm your girl, Angie Smalls. Welcome to a new episode of Latin Affiliated. I got a superstar here with us, an international Mexican pop and rap star. He came through fresh off the plane from Mexico. We got Adan Cruz blessing the show. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you for receiving us.
Yeah, because, you know, he was saying that he's just starting to do English podcasts.
Yeah, this is my third one.
Third one ever.
Yeah, ever. I did my second one earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's making your press run, right?
Yeah.
So you must have a lot of new songs that are coming out, a lot of new content.
I just dropped an album with 12 songs, and we're dropping the deluxe edition with another 3 in a few weeks. I'm dropping still singles. I'm still dropping singles the rest of the year, and I'm already working on the next albums. Yeah, I'm like a making music machine, you know?
Yeah. You've been doing music for years.
Yeah, over 18. Mm-hmm. I was young, very young, yeah.
So, okay, so you started underground.
Yeah.
Right?
I wanted to stick on that, but I couldn't. That's impossible.
Yeah.
You know, that was my idea. That was my concept. That was my hip-hop whole concept, to be underground, not commercial. But it's something that you cannot control, at least in my case. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you say that on another show that, for sure, I can see how that would be inevitable because you got some huge numbers, so it's really hard to kind of contain that.
Yeah, when distribution companies came to the industry and the digital platforms, streaming platforms came, like there was like a whole thing for us, you know, because at the beginning it was all about record labels, you know. If you have not signed a deal, like it was hard to get to the top, just to say. But nowadays you could be independent and do big moves by yourself, or you could be signed and also do big moves. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end, the record labels have already the structure to guide you and take you wherever you want to be. But I've been learning, you know, and I've been independent the last, let's say, 7 years, you know, and I just had one deal in the past for 3 years with an independent label in Mexico.
Did you? Okay.
So they were from California, so they went there.
And what was your experience like with that record label? Did it end on good terms?
I think it was a good experience. There was also like the darky side, but at the end, it helped a lot to grow and to learn about how this works, you know. Because I started making music because I like the genre. I like rap music, you know. And when you started making it as a business, it's different, you know. Or in a business model, you're still doing it because you like it and it's your passion, you know. But I think it went good. I grew up a lot. I had a lot of publicity, a lot of promotion, a lot of support from the people, and I experienced a lot of stuff, you know, that I will never forget. Mm-hmm. You know, so since I live all that, I created my own record label, and I have a few artists signed in Mexico. I have one in El Paso, and it's a hard work, you know, to pull up artists, to try to push them to do things and to help them to have a different lifestyle compared to the one that I had when I was signed, you know. All the stuff that I didn't like, that's the same stuff that I'm taking care of with these guys, you know. Mm-hmm. Like for example, I used to be charged for every single thing, you know, that I asked for. So when I sign my artist, I'm like, these guys aren't owing nothing. I just want to help them to grow for a few years, be part of it, try to push them, try to
More like a mentor.
put them in the map, you know, and so they can have a different lifestyle.
Is that Flavor Dudes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. So what helps you choose who you're going to sign? And definitely want to talk about your music too. But you being a record label owner, you didn't have to do that, right? Because I can imagine that's just adding more responsibility.
It's just that when I went out of rehab like 5 years ago, I didn't know what to do with my money, you know. So I wanted to invest in something, and the only thing that had made me make money is music. So I invested in music. I invested in artists, you know. What I see and who I want to sign, it's about talent, it's about skills, it's about singularity as an artist, to be original, to have their identity, all of that. But sometimes you can have all those details, but you don't have the courage, you don't have the hungry. Like, it's not worth it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes talent, it just isn't enough.
Yeah, because sometimes I've been dealing with artists that they're focused on something else, and they're very, very talented, and they have a big ass future waiting for them, and the music is waiting for them, but they're not giving time to that, to build it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard. You cannot like change the mind's position in a person or a human being if they're focused on something else. So you just gotta wait until their moment comes. And like, for example, this morning, one of my artists that a year ago wanted to get out of the label, and I said, all right, you can be free, bro. Like I told you, because I told him, like everybody, I told him, hey, just you guys to be conscious in the beginning when we started. After we signed, like a week after, we sat down, and I told him, like, so I need you to be conscious that we're not gonna be together for life. You know, there's gonna be issues. There's gonna be like differences. Some of y'all are not gonna be here even in 1 year or 2 years. Some of y'all gonna stop talking to me in the future, because I know about that. You know, I've been part of it, and I told them about them, so I prepared themselves for that. And like a year ago, one of my artists, he's like, I don't know, he went like in a shroom trip type shit, and and then he went back to his hometown, and he had a child. He turned into Christian. He was, how do you say bautizado? They baptized him.
So reborn again. Okay.
Yeah, he
born
reborn again spiritually.
Yeah.
He quit to his project. He announced it that he was retiring. And we all at the house, we were talking about that. Like, hey, this little dude, he lived like a whole rock star life in 2 years. Like, he got signed. He went out of the hood. He stopped selling drugs. He started having a recording studio, professional music videos. He started kicking it with the big ones. He started opening shows for the big ones, rapping in big stages with big crowds, big audiences. He met like the biggest artists in the game in Mexico. He had a child. He retired from music. You know, he turned into Christian. Like he lived in 2 years a lot. And then now he's trying to come back, you know, but he's trying to ask for shit. And I'm like, bro, like,
It don't work that way.
he's like, you know, he texted me like a few days ago, and I'm like, he's like, hey, what are you waiting for? Like, I'm here. Let's make some music. And I'm like, bro, it's so simple. You just tell me whatever you need. Whoever Dawson talks, God will not listen to him. So you just ask for it. And he's like, I want to record my new song. When? I said. And he's like, Thursday, 9 a.m. I talked to the engineer, like, hey, Angel, what's up with Kendall? He wants to go to the studio. And he's like, yeah, what time? Thursday, 9. All right, bet, that shit's closed. And I just send the address. The address. I give him his phone. I'm like, hey, be punctual. Don't be late.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be on time. And they sent me the song already. That shit's fire. But he thinks that I'm gonna be pushing his back to do stuff. No, you just gotta ask for whatever you want, whatever you want. Sorry. Sometimes artists, they think like I'm an artist too, you know, and I
Yeah.
manage them to also.
A successful artist.
And it's hard, like, to be like behind them, trying to make him do stuff. I'm trying to pray with the example to, to preach with the example, with my life, with my lifestyle, with my posts, what I do, every single thing that I show up that I'm doing with my career. And some other ones, they already know how to roll. They already know how to do shit. But it's been hard to deal with them because they never. Some of them, when I signed them, they didn't even had a Spotify profile. You know, I didn't pick the biggest artists in the underground. I picked the best ones. I didn't check the numbers. I checked the talent. I checked the future. I trust my vision. You know. But it's hard if they don't believe in them as I believe in them, and they don't realize what is waiting and expecting for them in the future. It's not going to work, you know. They got to be consistent, you know.
Yeah.
There's another one that he just had another baby, and he need to focus on making money. So I'm like.
So, and now you've come to LA, and they're seeing you in LA, because I'm assuming these artists are all in Mexico, right?
Most of them. I got one in El Paso, in Texas.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the difference of the artists and the work you have to do in Mexico versus them? Do you think that they'd be able to, if they're not even putting in all the work in Mexico, you think that they'd be able to come to Hollywood? Do you think that it's harder in California?
I don't think it's harder. But if you cannot do it in Mexico, how would you do it in Hollywood? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that. Because right here, like, we're in the country where the hip hop started. We're in the country where the hip hop and the rap music genre is the #1 most seller. So, like, here, I think it will be easy, but if you cannot handle your shit in other country, where right now hip hop, it's like an industry, and the difference that back in the days that it was not.
Especially now that Spanish raps are being more, played in the United States.
Yep.
A lot of people are listening to the Spanish lyrics now, where before we weren't really hearing that, but now it's like becoming more accepted, I think.
Exactly. So if you cannot be consistent in Mexico, releasing a single every single certain time, and you need someone to be telling you what to do, like, how would you expect to be signed in Hollywood if you don't know how to do shit,
Yeah, and so when you started your career, you were like 12? Is that?
I was 13. I made my first song when I was 11, but I posted, I uploaded, I released my first single when I was 13, actually. But I was making music since 11. Since I was 11, I was experimenting,
And what year, how old were you when you got signed?
I was 21.
Okay, so you had been doing it basically on your own for 10 years before you even got a label?
Basically.
Yeah, so these guys, they should know, like, how fortunate they are to have someone, like, as a mentor guiding them, because you literally do have, like, a blueprint.
Sometimes us as artists, we expect from the labels, we expect something, and sometimes they break our illusions, because we expect that it's in a way, but it's not, and I think that's how they feel sometimes with me, because I can't be with them all the time. I'm an artist too, as I said. And I don't know, like, for example, Kendall, he was claiming me what I was waiting for. And I'm like, no, bro, like, what are you waiting for? You're the one who left the house. You're the one who left your room. You're the one who left us. You're the one who left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he expects us to beg him And I talked about this because it's real, you know what I'm saying? That's something that is happening. He expects us to beg him. Hey, come back. Hey, please come to the studio, bro. Nah. If you don't want it, there's millions of people that wants the opportunity. If you want the chance, you just ask for whatever you want. You'll have it. You know? You have the support. You got my support. I got your back. You just got to talk, you know? But I ain't going to be chasing you.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of these artists, we have so many people in the industry on this show. A lot of people that are behind the scenes, and you know, talent will only take you so far. You know, you have to put the work in. But I think that them having you as a mentor, because you're putting out a lot of music right now too. I mean, I feel like you're working your ass off right now. Is your plan to really do a crossover to the United States?
I've always wanted to. I always wanted to since I was younger. Actually, one of my goals was just to be here in LA. I mean, around here in California. You know, that was one of my goals. I already did it, and I come very often, you know. And I feel very happy for that. My birthday was last week.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you very much. Listen, so every time when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me, ask for a wish and blow the candles. I used to ask for, I wanted to fly. I wanted to fly as a superhero, you know? But I never did that. I actually dressed like a Batman and I threw myself from the second floor. I was trying to fly. I couldn't, but now I live in the planes. I live flying every single time.
Wow.
I flew yesterday from Cancun to Monterrey. I flew this morning to California from Monterrey. I'm flying on Sunday to Mexico City. I'm flying to Monterrey on Monday. Then I'm flying to Europe that weekend, and then I gotta fly back. I'm flying all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, one of my goals was to be here. And to your question, I will definitely be very down to come and live here. It's a dream, you know? As LA, like Amsterdam, one of my two cities of my dreams that I wanted to meet, you know, and I met them. And I'm very happy every single time. Like, my inner kid it's so grateful. It's so, like, full of happiness and, you know. So I will definitely do it for sure. If I need to do it, because one of my other goals is to grow up in the States, you know. And that's one of my goals, and I'm gonna make it happen, you know. And we working on that. That's why I'm here with you.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you got your boy Jimmy Lokes. You know, he's on your team.
Yep.
We're out here in LA, you know, Latin affiliated. This is where all the artists come through that are doing it in Los Angeles and Hollywood. You're going to be in Hollywood Saturday night for the Summer Nights. Huge show with Be Real.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's an icon in Latin hip hop.
I know. I grew up with his music.
You know, so, and you're right alongside him.
I'm excited for that. Actually, this morning, his tour manager, Trace, he texted me. Shout out to Trace. He texted me. He's like, hey, you going to be on Summer Nights this Saturday with us? And I'm like, yes, sir. And he's like, I see you there. Because I met him before, you know. To me, that it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I have no words for that.
Yeah.
I never thought that this type of stuff will happen in my life. This is where hip hop brought me, you know?
Yeah.
So, what can I say?
Yeah, I mean, you've done all the work, you know, and for you to come over, I'm happy that you will be at that show, because I, you know, am connected with a lot of the people in the music industry, and there's going to be a lot of those people there Saturday night. So I know you know a lot of people. I mean, you're already talking to Be Real, but I think that you are going to make so many connections that night. You're going to be in LA like a lot more, like for sure from here on out, you know.
That's what's up. I'm ready for that.
You know.
I'm ready to talk about it in different terms in the future with you.
Hell yeah. And you know,
different levels.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Latino artists too out here that really want to be big in Mexico, you know, so it goes both ways.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, because Mexico's a big market nowadays.
to sell out shows in Mexico City is like not a lot of people can do that are from LA, you know, and artists that are from Mexico, it's still trying to be known over here. So they're both two different markets. But I think that the wave that's happening right now, the Latino hip hop wave, is definitely helping, you know, put a light on both countries, especially here in California because we're so close to Mexico. But I think that, you know, everyone's excited for what's happening right now in hip hop and how people are rapping in Spanish, and even, you know, Americans know the lyrics now. You even got a song with Stupid Young.
Yeah.
He just let me hear a song, a snippet of that. Shout out Stupid Young from Long Beach. You know, you're going to be doing more and more singles like that with local, or when I say local, I mean Los Angeles artists that are have their own wave and stuff.
Yeah, I already did a song with Valdashi.
Oh.
Also.
He's dope.
Yep.
He's dope.
We did a song together. I'm making one with Sloan Bone from the Bone Thugs and Lazy Bone. Also with there's a few artists that I have worked with. You know,
have you gotten in the studio with Lazy Bone yet?
You know who I worked with? JMSN. Have you heard about him?
No.
JMSN. He participated on the Good Kid, Mad City album. You know that album from Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So JMSN participated in 4 songs of that album with Dre and Ali in the studio. He lives in North Hollywood. He's from Denver, I guess.
Hell yeah. See, you're tapped in.
Yeah.
You're for sure tapped in.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear whatever else you come out with. But I know you're shooting like crazy. You're shooting a music video tomorrow, and then the next day, I feel like you're dropping a new music video like every week. You know? And I know you have like a lot of vision when it comes to your music videos as well.
Oh yeah, I like directing too.
Yeah, so you're definitely like like you got an eye, right? You definitely put your vision into your art.
Definitely.
You know, and that's really a skill, you know, I feel like, because you're right. I think some artists, they're very like one vision or one way. They don't really know how to do anything other than rap, you know. But I think if you can do other things like create the videos, create the aesthetic, like that's definitely helps, I think, to make a bigger star out of someone.
Definitely.
You know. So let me ask you some questions here. I got a little bio. I got a little background on you. You know, he had to fact check it. You're from Mexico, Monterrey. You blew up over there for rap music.
Yeah.
But you're also known as a pop star too.
Yeah, because I sing.
Yeah.
I've been always rapping melodically, and I do my hooks, and I sing in my hooks. Sometimes they think that it's a different person, but I change my vocals, you know. I do different voices, and
that's dope.
My cadences and inflections of voice, I play with them, you know.
Yeah.
So I could do something like a little things the wild happening about my backyard, little kids. You know, and then I start rapping like no lo veía venir, un ritmo acelerado para mi vida teñir, respiré, pero vaya sorpresa la que me di. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like it's like two different artists, you know, on the same song, but it's me. Or maybe you can think that I sampled that, but I just did it, you know.
No, for sure. Like even the song that you played right now with Stupid Young, like your voice sounded definitely different.
Yeah.
Have you recorded with Lazy Bone yet?
I've been waiting for that. He sent his vocals. I got his vocals in stems within Slow Bone.
And what did you think when you listened to it?
I thought like I wanted to get in the studio with him because I don't like that emailing thing, you know. And I told to my homies in LA, I was like, hey, let's get in the studio, bro. Let's just vibe it. Let's create it something from the bottom. I still want to do something classic because they sent me a drill song, and I wanted to do something more 90s, something more 2000, you know, like that sound from the Bone Thugs, like back in the days.
Yeah.
You know, and I already did another one with Sloan, and I think we're gonna end doing some other one, so we can stick to the sound that I'm looking for when it comes to a feature with them, trying to get Flesh and Bone on it, see who else from the Bone Thugs. I'll be dope.
Are you doing any rhymes in English?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I have some.
How about the song with Lazy Bone? Are you going to be rapping in Spanish or English?
I don't know.
Okay.
I should do Spanish.
Yeah, that'll make the track fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe I can mix it. I mean, sometimes I do Spanglish too.
Yeah.
It's something that I haven't thought about it. It's a good question.
I mean, because speaking of going commercial, like doing a song with Lazy Bone, that really could end up like on the radio, if you think about it.
No.
Yeah, with having a Lazy Bone track, that could very easily make it on Power 106 or 92.3, out here in LA. And once it will get on the radio station in LA, like it will go nationwide, basically, because LA is the number one hip-hop station in the United States. So, I don't know. That could happen. So, be listening for Adan Cruz on the radio out here. I don't know if that matters, though, being on the radio so much anymore.
I think it matters.
Yeah?
Yeah. I guess there's still a big community listening to it. Because actually, radio out here is cool as fuck. They play good music.
Yeah. No, I still fuck with the radio out here.
Yeah.
For sure. I listen to the radio in LA. I think we're super spoiled with the radio stations in LA. Like, I think LA and New York are the top two in the United States. I don't know about everywhere else, but for sure, like, we are the trendsetters. So that would be badass if they play your songs out there or here. Yeah. So do you have any other rappers or singers that you would want to work with out here while you're out here?
For sure.
Yeah.
You want me to make a list right now?
Yeah.
Well, I will do a YG. I will do Gucci Mane, Kendrick Lamar. I will hop on something with Post Malone. Who else? Roddy Ricch. Definitely Cypress Hill, Psycho Realm.
So, Baldacci, when did you guys record that? Is that out?
It's not out yet. We just did it like a few months ago, like 3 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Baldacci's cool. I like his song with Yellow Wolf called Mango.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, that's like my favorite song by him. I haven't heard all his music though, but yeah, that's gonna be a dope one. Speaking of like you always having a dream to come to LA, was there anything that happened to you when you were like younger that really stood out in your mind where you were like, I gotta make it to LA? Is there something that you saw like on TV or a rapper or singer that you were like?
I think it's a popular city because of the movies and all that,
So were you into watching a lot of the American movies?
Yeah, all the time, still.
Is that how you learned English?
I guess so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with Batman movies. I also like with Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider, Tom Green's, horror movies too. The Marvel, the DC, all of that.
Okay, so all the superhero movies?
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Batman?
Oh.
The originals, like the 80s, or like the newer?
I guess George Clooney's.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that movie to me, I like it a lot. But the one with Michael Keaton is good too.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton. I actually cried like 5 times when I saw the last Flash movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I cried a lot in that movie. When Michael Keaton showed up, when George Clooney showed up, many times in the movie. That was crazy. I never thought about that. Like those throwbacks, you know. I have a Batman in the hotel right now. Like I brought my little Batman.
Oh, that's dope.
I have a toy.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Well, maybe you could be an extra one day, or
Yeah, he's real, you know. He doesn't have superpowers. He's real,
yeah.
you know. He's a smart guy with technology.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, he has a for sure some futuristic tools and shit, so he can fly around the city.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. Do you feel like that inspires you to like become a character when you're on stage, or do you become a different person when you're on stage, or how do you feel when you go on stage?
Depends on the type of show, but I feel powerful. I feel plenty
What is your favorite thing about being an artist?
to create. That's my favorite part of being an artist, to create.
And what's the process like usually? Do you like do you finish a song quickly, or
Yeah, I'm very fast.
okay?
And the process is that I'm always like walking around and making exercises or driving, whatever, and there's a bar or a line or an idea that comes to my mind, I write it down. So whenever I sit down and create a song and start a song, I just go look to my notes and see what comes out, what matches with the type of vibe that I'm vibing with, and just write it down and start from there. Started like mumbling, whatever, creating the flows, the melodies, and all that. Lately, I've been making a lot of beats again. I started making beats in
wow.
2008, and lately I've been doing a lot of boom bap beats, and I feel comfortable with it because I forgot how good I was sampling and chopping the samples and adding the break beats, adding drums to it, the fills, And people's been liking it. The ones who are in the studio when I'm doing them, and the people that I'm featuring with or collaborating with, and makes me feel good.
Yeah.
It's like a therapy,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
an occupational therapy.
When you're in the studio and like making beats and everything, did you do you have your own studio in Mexico that you?
I always set up because I'm traveling a lot, and I'm building one in Monterrey.
Okay.
I'm building one in Monterrey, and when I'm traveling, we set up the studios. Like I went to Cancun like a few days ago, and we set it up right there. I called my homie, and I'm like, "Hey, bring all the gear." We set it up. There was like a movie theater on the house that we rented, and we set it up there at the movie theater inside of the house. And I was riding in the airplane before the
Take off.
plane take off. I downloaded a beat from internet, from YouTube, and I started riding. The whole flight was like a 2 hour and 30 flight. So I landed. I called my guy, and he's like, "Okay, I'm on my way." So we set it up. I started like making the beat right on the way, and I recorded it. I finished around 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
So, how do you feel about like social media now and like everything being documented? I know you put out a lot of music videos, but as you're producing songs, writing songs, creating songs, are you guys doing any behind the scenes like?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe this is something that you got to stick to, because it's the whole new way to get to and target to the people, get to the people. So you need to learn how to do communication in the original way and be part of it. TikTok, it was hard to me to understand how it works, and it's hard to me to be on that platform, because you gotta. It's like whatever you do. If you're a rapper, you gotta make songs. You gotta be on the game. Be part of it day by day. TikTok is the same. You
Yeah.
gotta be there day by day. Live streams, creating videos, liking, commenting, all of that.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time that you need to
Yeah.
spend in there so you can grow. And you got to be creative for your content, you know?
Well, you're obviously very creative. I mean, I know you also used to be a graffiti artist.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that building that was abandoned in LA?
Yeah, I've seen it. I stayed in DTLA a few months ago, I think in March or April. And I stayed in a building right in front of that.
Yeah.
I had the view, like I have it in my phone. I filmed that. I sent it to my homies in Mexico. Yo, that was crazy. Those guys, the OTR, I guess, that crew, they did like a whole thing of vertical graffiti. Like everybody was throwing up horizontal in every single floor. But these guys did like a whole thing in vertical. I think it's the OTRs. It's like a crew. I think they're old school, OGs. I haven't heard that much about them. Like I need to investigate. But those homies, they did something different right there.
Yeah, that made like world news.
They did something different right there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, but it looks crazy. It's cool as fuck.
So are you designing clothes too?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I figured you do since you have like a art background.
This is a brand from LA, Sinner Sicking. They gave it to me a few months ago too. I brought it because I know LA is fresh in the night. But I also design my clothes. Yeah, I have my brand.
Yeah, I love your style. You got a really cool style. From everything you do, man. I just feel like it really pops. I mean, you got the visuals, you got the music, you got the sound. We're very excited to have you here in LA, and I'm so happy for your success. And I think that this is definitely just a new chapter for you. Growing in LA, and I feel like you really went very far in Mexico, and now you're going to be doing that out here too,
Yep.
in California, as you stay out here more often. Because how often do you come here?
I was here like 3 weeks ago, I guess. 3 weeks ago, right? 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, and it's not bad to like fly back and forth right now, right? It's a short flight, isn't it?
Yeah, 3-hour flight, 2 hour and 30 type shit.
So you're coming out here probably like once a month.
I don't even feel it because I just fell asleep every time.
Yeah.
I've been sitting down all the time lately on the flights.
Well, by the time this airs, he will have already performed at Summer Nights in Hollywood. That's a dope show in Hollywood. Huge lineup. Anybody you're looking forward to see there that night?
Well, I will definitely catch up with everybody that's going to be there so I can be part of the scene out here, be familiarized with everybody, not just the ones that I know. And I like still going to the underground hip-hop events in Mexico. I still do that sometimes. When I have time and I'm free and I'm in town, I'll go to freestyle battles in the parks. I'll go to the rap events. I like that, because I used to go a lot when I was younger until I get busy. But now I still, go to the events and see what's going on, with the artists, what's happening.
That's dope.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Keep your eye on the streets or your ear to the streets.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. I'm looking forward to all the new music you're dropping. I definitely appreciate you stopping by Latin Affiliated. We got all the hottest artists coming through. Shout out Jimmy Lokes, bringing another great guest here. Before we go, I'm going to ask you, I got a little game. It's called This or That. So don't think too hard. There's no wrong answers. But here we go, okay?
All right.
Okay. Rap or pop?
Rap.
Okay. LA or Miami?
LA.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Burger or salad?
Burger.
Pants or shorts?
Shorts.
Okay. Converse or Nike?
Nike.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Piñatas or fireworks?
Piñata.
Plane or car? Airplane?
Plane.
Okay. Coffee or hot chocolate?
Coffee.
Tacos or enchiladas?
Tacos.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Oh, okay. You're a winter person?
Yeah, I prefer that.
Okay. And who's your celebrity crush?
Ooh.
Sorry, you don't have to. You can say pass if you don't want to answer any of these.
From the States? From America?
Yeah, we'll say they're from America.
I forgot her name. Can I look it up?
Yeah. She an actress or a singer?
You're an actress.
I'm going to guess. Okay, I'm going to guess.
No, you can't.
Oh, is she brunette or blonde?
She brunette.
Jenna Ortega.
No. The name is Elizabeth Hurley. You know her?
Wow. Oh, you like older women. Okay, I have a chance.
I have a crush on her.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have a shot at that for sure. Have you reached out to her? I'm sure she would need a Latino in her life.
What is she doing now?
She's an actress, but I know she's modeling. She's big on Instagram, but you should get her in one of your music videos.
Right? That'll be dope.
Hey, it's just a phone call away. Call her on Instagram. Like I do to Jimmy all the time. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to do that.
There's anything you want to talk about? Like any projects that are coming up that we should know about?
I just dropped an album 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So it's on Spotify?
Yeah.
Everywhere? You could stream it?
Yeah.
Go spin those. Go get those spins up, guys.
Yeah, it's called Trufas.
Okay.
We recorded it in Amsterdam.
Dope.
Yeah.
So when you were in Amsterdam, did you partake in the recreational?
Yeah, for sure. I went
right
to
here.
Tyson's.
Oh, we almost forgot. Hey, somebody throw us a lighter so we can wrap this up on that note.
Yeah, I went to Tyson coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the famous is that a famous coffee shop?
They just opened it like a couple years ago, I guess.
They just opened one in Hollywood.
A Tyson one?
No, it's a cannabis cafe.
Oh.
Out here.
Yeah, I think I heard about it.
Be Real does events at those coffee shops out here. But, they're pretty new, because it just became legal out here. But to have a cafe, definitely, it was like the first one. I think it was the first one in the United States.
Nice.
Out here in Hollywood, cannabis cafe.
Nice.
But, yeah. I'm sure when you...
Is it blowing up?
It looks busy. I haven't been there, but Be Real does events there.
We should go.
Yeah. Do you know Cookies?
Yeah. I've been in Cookies and Melrose.
Yeah, him and Burner are really great friends. And
you mean Be Real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Burner and Be Real?
Yeah.
So Burner's always at those events. I haven't gone yet, but I'm excited. I'm excited that you're out here now, well, for a couple of days, because especially after the summer nights in Hollywood with Nationwide Presents, that's going to be a dope show. And
right.
I'm sure
you have to see my show.
Of course. Saturday.
On Saturday.
Okay, then I'll be there. I'm going to be on stage 2, but I'm going to sneak off, go to the main stage when I can. So
I'll cut you up there.
Hell yeah, for sure. I would love to. I definitely want to go check that out and go see you perform live. Can you tell us what your set's going to sound like, or what the songs are going to be?
Yeah, I'm actually performing a couple songs that we haven't dropped yet. Taking advantage that we're gonna be here in LA, and Slippy Young is here, so we invited him to perform the song that we just did. We're shooting the music video tomorrow. I believe the people's gonna go crazy with that song because we sampled that song. It's going down from Young Yak. Meet me at the club. It's
Going down. That's the song. I mean, that's how I danced to it. I think that was the move, the dance move. Do you remember that move?
Yeah.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah, you're right. That you guys sampled. That was a sample then.
Yeah.
On that song.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that. I feel like that's really happening a lot right now. I've been hearing a lot of samples, and that shit's fire.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, by the time this airs, we're going to have backstage footage of the show. So make sure you check out that video here on our YouTube channel. And go subscribe to Adan on YouTube. Your channel is just Adan Cruz MX?
Just Adan Cruz.
Okay, on YouTube?
Yeah.
And we'll put his social media handles on the screen. So everybody go follow him and go run up his views on YouTube. Go run up those streams on all the listening platforms and go check out his new album, Trufas.
Like truffles.
Oh. Any inspiration from like Nicki Minaj?
Say that again?
Did you get any inspiration? Or what made you think of that?
Because I was in Amsterdam and they sell truffles.
Oh, okay.
Like type of shrooms that they grow underneath the ground.
Oh, okay.
That's why we call them like that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on our show.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for stopping by and blessing one of the only LA shows he's doing out here in LA. So we feel very lucky that he stopped by. Super happy to talk to you and learn more about your music, and looking forward to hearing and having all of California tune in and having you blow up out here in the United States.
We will.
The takeover commences. All right, Adan. To the next time.
All right, to the next time.
See you guys later. Bye.
Yeah.